Here's a simple beginner's guide for you to start tax deed investing today so you can find some dirt cheap property, sometimes for as much as 90% off market value. Now, tax deed investing is one of those things. It's kind of elusive. It's kind of like a unicorn out there. Most people don't understand how to do it. Most people don't understand how to get into it. So I want to walk you through the basic beginner steps. You can start to find some of these properties, sometimes even by the end of the day. Now, I know it sounds a little wild, but there's folks who watch this channel sometimes who buy properties, sometimes under $100. They can flip them for $1,000. There's a comment below one of the videos. The guy's like, I didn't think this stuff was real. However, I just went to one of the auctions here in Florida. There was a guy bought a house for 70 grand. It was worth 530. I went and I verified it here on the channel and it checked out. The property went up 470,000. It was worth over 500 grand. That is a life-changing deal that can happen through tax deed investing. The biggest challenge though is most people don't know how to get into it. For example, maybe you're new to the channel. If you are, I'm Dustin Hahn. This channel is here to help you, the beginner investor, get into real estate in an unconventional way through tax lien and deed investing. From here, maybe you've been watching for a little while and you haven't taken action. Well, this video is kind of a reboot for you to start over and take some action, right? Because it doesn't matter. You could watch all the videos in the world, but if you don't actually do something, you're never going to get a property. So today, we're going to rewind the tape. We're going to go back to the basics, step one, and go through this. Because if you don't have a property, now's the time to do it. And looking at things, you look at anybody who plays sports, and professional or beginner or amateur, what do? They practice the fundamentals over and over and over again to play at the highest level. So if you're watching this and you've never done a deal, you're not even in the game yet. And I want to get you in the game because, like I always like to say, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago or today. Same thing applies to real estate. So if you like real estate, if you like cheap property and you're looking for a way maybe to get out of your job, this can be the way to do it. Because when I was getting started back in the day, I was trying everything. MLMs, multi-level marketing, just trying all sorts of things to make money. Nothing worked. Of course, I lost all my money, and it was tax lien and deed investing that got me, out of the rat race and allowed me to do some traveling and live a good life. And especially today with the price of everything, you need to be making more money. Okay, so let's get into it right now. So one of the fastest ways to get started with tax deeds as a beginner is obviously first thing you need to do is choose a tax deed state. So what are the tax deed states? We have Washington, Oregon, California, Alaska, New Mexico, Utah, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Oklahoma, Kansas has some, North Carolina, Virginia. We have Texas and Florida in there as well, Pennsylvania and Maine. Now, some of these counties and some of these states might do both tax liens and deeds, like in Florida. Some places are changing all the time. However, that is the lay of the land. So if you want to get into this, choose a state. So if you live in a lien state, you can do this stuff remotely as well. So that's step one, choose a tax deed state, okay? The next thing you need to do is find out when the heck are they having an auction. Okay, so some of these auctions are in person, some of them are online. There's pros and cons to each. The beauty of doing an online auction is you can do it from the comfort of your home. You can be wearing your underwear or your trench coat or whatever it is, Halloween costume year round. You can do what you like in that regard. From there, the in-person auctions can be great as well, especially in some of the smaller counties that have small populations. I've had really good success at the smaller counties because there's less people bidding. There's a lot of cheap property that goes there. So both of them have their pros and cons. When it comes to in-person auctions, a big mistake that people make is they travel somewhere far out of the way and it's like, oh, they had 6 properties that they got on a plane to go look at, and sure enough, they're upset because the day of the sale, everything got redeemed. And they're like, oh, they're all sad, right? What we like to do, we like to go to Texas. We go to Harris County, Houston, and one of the reasons why we like that is it's an in-person auction, but it's worth our time to hop on a plane and go there. We've bought over 50 properties there. I've been going there. This will be my 21st year now going to this auction. And one of the reasons why I like it as a good in-person auction is the fact that they have lots of properties. So we'll have 100, 150 properties on our list. We'll go look at 100. We'll drive the properties. The day of the auction, we know 70 to 80% will redeem, and we will be left with 15 to 25 properties to bid on. So that one is always worth the trip. So if you're going to travel, the other cool thing is it's a tax deductible trip. Now, Quick side note, if you guys ever want to do an immersive experience, we actually take small groups of people and take them by the hand to these Texas auctions, and you can learn by doing instead of learning by going to a seminar where they just shove you in a room like a bunch of cattle, trying to milk you. This is a small group where we bring just a few people in a van, we're bidding for ourselves, and we're helping our students learn how to do it, right? We do the research, the title, and we walk you through it. As one of the best experiences ever for learning real estate quickly. So if you're interested in that in any way, there's a QR code on the screen. You can scan it, book a call. These trips are filling up because the van fills up. The last 2 are full, but the next month and the month after, there are 1 or 2 spots left, and that's just not something, we actually have been filling up the van. So what you can do is book a free call if you're interested in anything like that, and come join us at one of these sales in Texas, and we can have a great time and get you into real estate quickly. Okay, back to the show. So what you're gonna do when you get the list, you wanna figure out where the heck are the properties, right? So you want to get the list of properties from the county. Now, you're either going to have a list of properties that are coming up for the auction, or you always want to ask the golden question of what happens to the properties that didn't sell at the tax deed sale. This is important because those go into county inventory and are known as over-the-counter tax deeds. And you can get some phenomenal deals with these over-the-counter tax deeds as well. And I also forgot to mention that we had the QR code, but there's also a link below in the description for that auction trip if you want to book a call. So you want to get the list of over-the-counter properties. Start doing some research because you can get some of these. Sometimes I've bought them for as little as $50. Some of the folks who watch this channel have bought like $25 properties as well. So there's a huge opportunity. Now, a lot of folks will say like, oh, there's a reason I didn't sell at the sale. And yes, sometimes there's a lot of garbage over the counter, but a lot of the times there's some gems in there that you can go buy and flip. For example, let's say there's a small piece of property, it's just a narrow lot, and maybe it's in between 2 houses, and you can buy it for $100, right? You buy it for $100 and you can sell it to the neighbor for maybe $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, depends, because it's worth something to them because it makes their property bigger and it makes the value of their property go up. So there's all sorts of ways to get into the game with the over-the-counters, or maybe it's a small lot on like a main street. Buy it, put a billboard on it, collect some rent or some residual income and things like that. So you want to research the property. A couple big things that I like to steer clear of, or anything with like environmental concerns. Maybe there was an auto body shop there, maybe there was a gas station or a laundromat, Breaking Bad style, where Gus was digging the hole in the ground and you buy the laundromat and then all of a sudden you realize, there's a whole operation going on underneath, and then dealing with Tuco, everybody there. But be aware of those, because environmental concerns are an issue because, maybe there's a bunch of stuff leaking into the soil. I don't like to go near that stuff. I don't recommend you do either. However, the cool thing is that there are tons of properties that come up, commercial property, apartment buildings, shopping malls. One of my favorites, I bought a funeral home once and flipped it at one of these sales. So it's pretty cool. You want to research and make sure that there are no county liens on the property, because the cool thing about a tax deed sale for a beginner is it wipes out the mortgage. So the tax lien is always the fundamental lien. So when it forecloses into the tax deed sale, it wipes out mortgages, which is totally awesome for buying mortgage-free property, sometimes up to 80-90% below market value. So guys, if you like this stuff, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you want to learn how to buy some properties and want to take some action with this. So the next thing you need to do is figure out, if it's the auction, what form of payment do they take and when do you have to pay? Sometimes the auctioneer auctions the property, you have to go pay right then in that moment, okay? Other times you might have to only put down 10%. For example, in Philadelphia, it's very cool because you put down 10%, you have, I think it's 14 days to pay for the property. So the other cool thing there, say you win a bid for $10,000, you only need to put down $1,000. The other cool thing about a place like Philly is the fact that basically you can assign your bid and do like a wholesale, which is pretty cool. So if you bought it for 10, you put down 1,000 and maybe it's worth 50, you could assign it for 20, make 10 grand with 1,000 into the deal. Is very, very, very cool way to go. And that reminds me, we are also doing an auction training and trip for Philadelphia. So guys, if you want to join one of these auctions and just You know, rather than watching a video, actually learn by doing. There's a link below in the description. You can book a call, you can come join us on one of these trips, or we can help you attend one online from the comfort of your home. There is nothing like this as far as getting into real estate. Like I say, everybody wants to put you in a seminar, and this is not like that. So there's a link in the description. There's a QR code here if you want some help, take them by the hand to do this stuff and get into it. So now, back to the title process, which can be a bit confusing, okay? So one of the things you want to do is imagine this game, imagine Tax Liens and Deeds like the game of Monopoly, okay? You have your Monopoly board. You're familiar with the rules of the game. With Tax Liens and Deeds, you're either playing the Tax Deed Monopoly board or the Tax Lien Monopoly board. So we're playing the Tax Deed one right now, where you get the property, the opening bid is the back taxes owed, and from there it gets bid up. And the cool thing, sometimes things basically, they don't get bid up, which is very awesome. Everybody that I've seen who's consistent gets deals sometimes for opening bids. Maybe it happens at your first auction, maybe it happens down the road. The big thing is that you need to go get off the couch and actually do this stuff, which is key. Now, the other fun thing about Tax Liens and Deeds is many of you guys will go and get property at your first sale. That's awesome. For me, that's how it happened. Very, very cool 21 years ago. However, one of the mistakes folks make is they go to one sale or two sales. They're like, oh, I went to the sale and everything got bid up. And they're all sad, right? And maybe they go to a second one. Everything went for market value. And that's part of the game. Things are going to get bid up. There was idiots there bidding things up to market value. And I'm like, hey, did you go talk to that idiot? Get their business card. Because if they're paying above market value, guess who's going to buy property for you if you're able to maybe scoop one of these properties up before the auction? Maybe there's a $100,000 property. You can talk to the homeowner before it goes to auction, get it under contract for 40 grand, and then wholesale it to the dummy who's overbidding and ruining the auction and make $50,000, $60,000. So you always need to look at it that way. People get so sad and upset when they go to these auctions sometimes and they don't get anything. It's like, oh man, you know, I don't mean to be patronizing, but you put in 5 or 6 hours and you didn't get a property. Meanwhile, you're building your expertise. In contrast to like becoming a doctor or a lawyer, the amount of time it takes in this business is very, very little to be able to make more money than a doctor or a lawyer. However, just like anything, everybody's gonna have their unique buy-in. Maybe you go to your first sale, you hit it out of the park, get a life-changing deal. Maybe you have to go to 5 or 6 sales before it happens. The cool thing is you can do these sales from home, which is great. Okay, so you go get the rules from the county as far as, you know, what form of payment, when is the auction, when do you have to register. Learn the rules for the Monopoly game in that county is what you need to do next. And then from there, figure out, you know, after you buy the property, what needs to be done next. List the property, flip it, and over again, you can be making money on these deals. So it is one of the best ways to get into real estate, in my opinion, for anybody who wants to be scrappy. You know, maybe you don't have a lot of money set aside. It's a wonderful way for you to get into real estate and get started. So if you like this stuff, hit the thumbs up. Like I mentioned, if you want some help where maybe you want to come join us at one of these small groups, for example, I'm going on the next auction. We got some students coming. It's going to be absolutely awesome. We take them by the hand. They get to bid with us. We check all their research to make sure they're not making mistakes and things like that. And we help them bid. And it's awesome because from there they have the skills to go do it and they're learning by doing. Basically, on these auctions, they're 3 days, and basically you're gonna get 5 years of experience in just a couple days. You can go do this anywhere you want. Even just one day at an auction with us can replace, you know, years of watching videos. So there's a link below in the description if you wanna join us. A QR code here, you can scan it, book a call, it's totally free. We can see if it's a fit. However, my parting message is just take action, right? Whether or not you join us on a trip or, you know, use the information in these videos, the big thing is to take action. Because although it's fun to watch these videos and I appreciate you watching them, the key thing is to take action and actually do it. So you might have to break some habits and carve some time in the morning or at night, but the key is to get started. We're here to help. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.